and all I am going to say is that Bowe Bentley better be the one of the best quarterbacks to ever step foot in Norman.
I mean, it really started with that Bowe Bentley visit. What, like 2 months ago? Or no, not
No,
even
that's not even.
weeks
That's probably a
ago.
couple weeks ago. Yeah.
What am I talking about? John Mateer drops that picture, handing Bowe Bentley the keys to the program. It's like, all right, well, now we know who the quarterback's going to be at the University of Oklahoma. So obviously, Jaden O'Neal decommitted because what else was he going to do when the current quarterback is handing the keys to a different quarterback? What
Who's
would you
not
do in
committed?
that situation?
Who's
Who's not
not even
committed?
committed?
Yeah. What would you do in that situation? So Jaden O'Neal decommits and wait, pointing this way, has now committed to FSU, where he's been taking some official visits recently. And then Bowe Bentley finally just committed to OU. So, I mean, in theory, we just swapped out a 4-star for a 4-star, but it's been a lot crazier than just that. That makes it sound really simple. It feels like it's been just a crazy saga of events, man. I mean, I think the main thing is Jane O'Neal was recruited by South Latrell, and with the new OC, things happen. But just feels like Ben Arbuckle could have made an effort to keep Jaden O'Neal. I would have preferred to keep Jaden O'Neal, but I guess Ben Arbuckle has his little friends and his little ties down in Texas, and ended up picking Bowe Bentley. So just a crazy series of events, man. I mean, here we are.
I
Here
mean,
we are.
here's the thing. I mean, obviously, we know Jaden. We know Jaden's dad. We've had him on the podcast, whatever. We know, and we've explained a lot of what's going on, or what went on, I guess. And everyone that is involved understands that a new OC might have a certain preference for a certain guy, and that's not what they were or we were like frustrated with. It's more so the fact of like how you go about it. Like if you go straight up and say, "Hey, this is type of guy I'm looking for, and I have a certain particular style of quarterback that I'm looking for, I want," and you don't seem to fit it, so we're probably going to look in another direction. I don't think there's not a problem. I think that's because personally, if I was a commit, I'd want that. I'd want the honesty. Like, okay, makes sense. But the fact that it's clearly you want a different guy or that this is your buddy, and to not say and to tell Jaden like, oh, I don't have a preference of whatever it's and kind of beating around the bush. That's where I think the frustration is. And I mean, like you said, I don't think anyone thinks Bo is a bad quarterback, but
Mhm.
at the same time, it's just like, dude, we already had one who's willing to move halfway across the country, who wanted to be a Sooner, and you treat him like dirt, and now he's going to FSU, and all the stuff we've seen at FSU, Mike Norvell, they love him and like really want him to be the quarterback, so it was a no brainer. Like
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else on earth doesn't make that same decision. Like it doesn't matter. And all I am going to say is that Bowe Bentley better be the one of the best quarterbacks to ever step foot in Norman.
Dude, I don't think he's gonna be, but
Me neither.
I will say he did have a good this last season was pretty solid. Played good in the state championship, but I don't know. Bo Bentley kind of gives me the same ideas like Jackson Arnold, where it's like the stats are there for a season, but honestly, I think Bo Bentley's one of those guys that like has ties at the camps and gets his stars from that scenario. I don't know if he's like I don't know. I'm just tired of the rating system. I'm tired of like
Yeah.
saying like this guy's a 4-star and Jane O'Neal's a 4-star. Because it's like, in my opinion, I think Bo Bentley is a 4-star because of the people he knows. I don't know, but Bo Bentley could be good. Bo Bentley could be good, but yeah, it was a weird, really weird few months since Ben Arbuckle has gotten in. Well, gosh, dude, now Ben Arbuckle's been here 6 months.
6 months. Yeah. 7,
Golly,
really.
that
We
flew
got here in
by.
December. Yeah. So,
Jeez. Well, anyway, it's been a really weird several months with Jaden O'Neal and uncomfortable position for him to be in. Um, just mistreated a couple of times at least. Not invited to practice. We went over it, but not invited to things and all these things. And then Bowe Bentley's getting the key, dude. The keys to the program, bro. That just gets me, bro. We
I
have a
don't
quarterback
think
committee.
this picture is a coincidence with Thomas Castellanos handing Jaden O'Neal the
Yeah,
keys to the program right here. That is 100% a little shade being thrown. Like, hey, and I mean, I'm a I'm not a petty guy, but I think stuff like that is kind of funny. Like, hey,
yeah.
you saw what you did to me, so let's do the same thing. And I have a sneaky suspicion that Jaden O'Neal is gonna light it up at Mustang, and then I have another sneaky suspicion that he's gonna go to Florida State and he's probably gonna ball.
Hmm.
So, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. It's just been, like you said, it's been a very strange few months, almost, I guess, a half a year now, looking at it.
Yeah,
But I mean, I don't want to say I'm glad it's over, but I think for all parties, it was like, dude, it was causing unnecessary stress and like just
yeah,
problems for everyone. And as an OU fan, it was like, dude, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Now it's like, well, now we know Jaden O'Neal's going to FSU, Bowe Bentley's coming to OU, and I mean, it is what it is. Not what we wanted to happen, but I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and harp and be sad about it because what are we gonna do? Nothing.
yeah,
So, I mean, now it's just, hey, Ben Arbuckle, you might have not done this the right way, but I mean, can you get this OU team to win?
yeah. I
That's where the
mean,
focus is now.
yeah. I mean, honestly, like with Bowe Bentley, like honestly, my excitement is not that high because honestly, I'm just focused on like let's have John Mateer have a great season. Let's have Michael Hawkins have a great season after that, and let's just be rolling with those guys. Those are the guys that I'm excited about. I think John Mateer and Michael Hawkins are ballers. I think Ben Arbuckle's probably a really good OC. I think
Yeah,
he's going to call better plays than Seth Luttrell. So, um, yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited about that stuff. I'm excited about the near future. I mean, like, I don't think this doesn't affect the near future. I mean, it doesn't affect this season at all. So
yeah.
it's not the worst feeling in the world. Um, Especially when you got two quarterbacks already that I'm like, yeah, these guys are freaking ballers. Dude, I will say though, I don't think I'm gonna watch as much. I don't think I'll like this is gonna I'm gonna watch so much of these guys in high school, their senior seasons. I'm probably gonna be watching their highlights and their stats, keeping up with that, because it's gonna be hilarious if Jaden O'Neal goes crazy at Mustang and Bowe Bentley just doesn't at Selena. Bro, we got to go to see a Jaden O'Neal game,
That's what I'm
honestly.
saying. I said, honestly, the Friday night high school football to Saturday OU game pipeline is
Yeah.
probably going to be rolling this year. Because, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
he's right down the road.
Yep.
I mean, what else do we have to do?
Yeah.
I
I'd
mean,
love to go see Jaden, man.
no,
I'd love to.
100%. And I think, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like you watch him play and it like he looks different than everyone else. I mean, it's also obviously because he's 6'3", like
Yeah.
230, but like he just plays the game at like a different level than everyone else that was out there when we went and watched him. Granted, they had a couple guys missing, but even then, watching them play, I think they played like Union or something like a scrimmage, and it's like no, he
Yeah.
looks like a grown man. I mean, look at him; he looks like a grown man. It's
He
Bo
does.
Bentley looks like he's 17, however, whatever. Jaden looks like he's probably about 20, 22. But hey, here's what it is. We'll see. I mean, hopefully they both have good seasons. And, hopefully Bo Bentley he's raw and he's the truth. And, I would love to eat my words. I would love to eat my words and saying, and Bo Bentley comes in here and he's a stud and whatever. But, I mean, hopefully we get the John Mateer, Michael Hawkins, then Bo Bentley type of lineup. That would be my ideal situation.
Yeah. Dude, I was looking at it a little bit. Mustang will play
Do they?
Bixby.
Mm,
BA to start the season at BA, and then number one Bixby at Mustang
jeez.
later in the year. So, dude, they got a good schedule, man. I definitely want to go see Jaden O'Neal. That'd be crazy.
100%.
It'd be crazy to watch him torch Bixby. That'd be
Bigsby.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. But we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see, I guess, man. It's gonna be a fun season watching those two guys. I feel like if it were me, I would be like playing the entire season thinking about if I
Yeah.
were Jaden, I would be thinking the entire season about I'm playing in Oklahoma. I know these OU coaches are seeing these final scores and these stat
Yep.
lines. And I know Bowe Bentley is too. And yeah, I would definitely have a chip on my shoulder, bro. I'd be
100%.
upset. So I would definitely be playing my mind like out of my mind. So we'll see. We'll see how the season goes. It's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah. Dude,
All right. Yep.
one more thing. Dude, I saw when Bowe Bentley came to OU, dude, these LSU fans were in shambles.
They were.
Shambles. So maybe we're missing something, bro. Maybe we're missing because I mean,
Maybe.
all the receivers, LSU's 5 star, bro. No, don't you want to come
Yeah.
throw the three top 10? And
Yeah.
I was like,
I saw that.
dude, this dude looks like Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Like, dude, I'm not. I mean, okay, I guess, but dude, it was just so funny. I was like, dude, it was like they just lost. I don't even know who, like, the top player in the country.
Dude, and it is interesting because a lot of like Hayes Fawcett was like calling this like one of the biggest commitments for OU in years. I'm like, dude, like that is just a
Brother, what?
bit like that is a wild. He's a 4-star quarterback. We had a 4-star quarterback. I wouldn't call
Listen,
it the biggest commitment in 4 years or in years. Like Fasusi last year was bigger than that. I feel like so.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to think of like the last time we've not had a 4 star plus quarterback. Like we had Michael Hawkins, Jackson
yeah,
Arnold,
like Michael Hawkins.
Spencer
Yeah,
Rattler. Like
Caleb Williams, I would say is like the biggest
that's what I'm
recruit in the
saying.
2020s, and that was huge. And it's
Yeah.
like that was 4 years ago. I remember that day, dude. I remember being in my
Yeah.
dorm room.
Sitting in my dorm room. Yep.
Yeah, sitting in
I
my
woke
dorm
up
room
from
hearing
my nap, bro, after
hearing that
class.
Caleb Williams. I saw like a TikTok edit of him, and I was like, this guy looks pretty good. Didn't really know who he was at all, but it's like this guy looks pretty good,
And he is. He's good.
and
He's
he
very good.
is. Now he's a
But
Heisman. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy saga.
yeah.
It's crazy that they're still going in their senior year, bro. Like we're
They,
talking about guys that are going in their senior year of high school.
jeez.
It's so wild. I can't imagine like this being like being one of those like guys that's like working for like high school recruiting. Like that's
Yeah.
your full-time job. Because it's like, dude, you're like analyzing 16, 17-year-olds all day long. And you're in your like 30s, 40s, 50s. And I guess that's just what scouting is in
Yeah.
general. But it's just a wild concept that like I mean, I when I was 16, I was not in Jaden O'Neal's position, bro.
No.
I was not in Jaden O'Neal's position, so just wild to think, bro. Just wild. Anyways, well, we'll be keeping up to date with this still. We will still be following the Jaden O'Neal and the Bowe Bentley stuff, but I think
Yeah.
the news is kind of settled for now, so we'll get back to it eventually though.
Yeah. So
All right,
we'll
Pod.
see y'all.
Peace.
Peace.